Oh, do you want to do first explanation set?
Oh,
Okay, we are back. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ASM2020. My name is Darmsy, and I'll be your host for the next 3 million hours. We have Settbooster to run. What are we running? Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. So whenever you're ready, Settbooster. And Red is joining us all the way from Germany on commentary. So take it away, guys.
Hey, how are you? So first things first, this is Prepare to Die edition, so it's not the remastered, so it actually has like exclusive glitches that are patched in mostly in the remastered. I'm joined by Red. He's also another Dark Souls speedrunner. He's gonna help me explain some of the glitches and stuff, just because there's so much happening at once, and sometimes boss fights and that I need to concentrate. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. The time will start, I guess, on OK. So I'll give it a countdown from 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Alright, so Beef Jerky picks up the key, and that's the first part of the run done.
Good job. We're starting Pyromancer not for the starting weapon, but for glitch we will do later in the run. I'll explain when we get there.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things to do with the Pyromancy armor.
Yeah, basically, we need the armor of the Pyromancer.
Okay, so I just took off all of my clothes because we're speedrunning, so we want to go fast. And inventory management is also very important, so that's why I'm dropping stuff, because we want to keep, you know, only the stuff that we need. Here's the first boss. We're going to throw some black fire bombs at him and burn him up a little bit, make him a little crispy. And that is boss number 1 out of 22 down. So sometimes throughout the run, you're going to see me, like, my character's going to, like, take something out of his holster, I guess, but there's nothing there. That's just, it's called toggling. And if you do that out of animations and when you start sprinting, it actually saves a frame, so we're going to be doing that throughout the whole run.
Upcoming set will just quit out of the game next to the wall. And what it actually does is the wall is a breakable wall. You're supposed to get a boulder to run through it. But if you quit out next to breakable objects, your stand-up animation will actually break them and loading in. So you can just skip the boulder and go straight to Oscar to get our Estus healing item and the key to get out of the tutorial area and into load run.
Yeah, it's actually faster to talk to him, as much as people want to say, just kill him. Usually, because in speedruns, you actually, it's done by in-game time, so we quit out at this door, but it's faster real time to do it. Because as soon as you open the door, it sets the flag for the door's open, and you quit out and it's automatically open, so you skip the animation, basically. Alright, so right at the start, we're gonna get some 10 dexterity, just so we can use the Drake Sword, which is the main weapon we're gonna be using early game. And coming up, just at a merchant, we're going to be coming across our first sort of glitch called prompt swap. If you want to give me a little rundown of that.
So the menus in Dark Souls are kind of messed up. You can do a lot of glitches with them. Prompt swap is one of them, where you use the fact that on PC you have multiple input devices with mouse and keyboard and controller. What the set's going to do is to bring up a prompt in the merchant menu and then switch tabs of the menu with the mouse while accepting that prompt. What it will let him do is to buy stuff off the menu he cannot usually afford.
So just ripping off the merchant, basically.
Yeah, basically.
So
you're still paying the full price in quote-unquote, so you're gonna end up at 0 souls total. But you can pay it with less than the souls you usually require.
And that was it, just there. I had 100 souls left and I bought something worth 1,000. Gonna quit out here, not for any glitch reason, but to reset the enemies. Because in Dark Souls, when you quit out, it resets all the enemies back to their normal spot and they're de-aggroed. So it's just like when in doubt, quit out basically is the motto.
It's basically your free card to survival a lot of times as well.
My monitor's
If you're in trouble, just quit out, all enemies are gone. Easy.
Alright, so these dogs here, quite nasty. You don't want them as your pet. They'll give you a good bite on the butt. And they do bleed damage as well, so if like 2 of them hit you at once, you'll die instantly. Coming up here, also a very important skip called the PewDiePie skip, because he accidentally done it. But the the range of this door is actually outside of the range of Griggs's dialogue, so you can actually open it before he starts speaking to you. And in Dark Souls, when you're getting talked to, you can't do anything, so it does save a bit of time.
Oh yeah, like dialogue is the holy grail of this game. Dialogue goes above everything. No menus, no nothing. As long as dialogue's playing, you're badly.
Dark Souls, you listen when you're getting talked to. One of the hardest things to do in the game is kick. See, right there I just tried to do a kick, but it's so damn hard. It's the hardest action to do. Like, anyone that plays this game, I dare you to, I challenge you to try and do like 20 kicks in a row. It can't be done. We're picking up the gold resin here because, I don't know, game's just like teaching you how to use mechanics, because this next boss is weak to lightning, and that's what the gold resin does. It gives your weapon lightning.
Yeah, it just adds 100 damage per hit, and you will see how much it is when we see the boss health bar drop.
Yep.
Just deduct 100 damage of each hit and you'll see the difference.
Yeah. We're gonna use the Catalyst Firebomb strat.
Ooh.
That was a bit monk-ass.
Yeah.
That's not how you strafe that attack, but it worked. And then there's number 2. Boss number 2 down. I'm actually going to be quiet just for this bit, because this is like a crucial bit that if I mess up, it's really hard to recover.
Yeah, so such will, on the next bridge, there will be a dragon coming in. So first we'll dodge the fire. And then we will catch the tail of the dragon for the Drake sword, as I mentioned already. Like for some reason, you can just get a lot of weapons by cutting multiple tails in this game. We'll shoot him down with a bow. And then again, gold point rhythm, and I think 3 hits on the tail. Yeah, that's done. Got the Drake sword, and now we're getting out of here before Drake is too mad at us.
Alright, so up here is going to be the main weapon for the game. We're going to kill the Black Knight. He's going to give us a Black Knight Greatsword. It actually has a drop rate of 26%, but for the sake of the speedrun, it's going to be 100.
Yeah, literally cheating already.
Well, basically when you speedrun this, you play this first 6 minutes of the game over and over until you get the drop. Right there. Oh, and it actually dropped. So we use a...
Oh, not cheating.
Yeah, not cheating. So, world record potential right here. So usually, I'm using a program which gives it to me if it doesn't drop. Right now I'm about to do move swap, which is actually the main glitch for dealing a heap of damage, but it's a bit complicated and we don't have time right now. We'll explain it a little later. But as you can see, I'm holding a Drake sword in my left hand slot, which isn't possible, but it's just gonna give us the move set of the rapier, which will let us attack twice.
So we're just gonna activate the elevator here, because we have to activate it from the top to use it from the bottom, which we'll use later to get the boss. And then we hopefully get past this knight. Nice.
Yeah, this is a very scary room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up prompt swap. That's why you can see my mouse on the screen actually, is because I'm using it to do the prompt swap glitch to rip off merchants. I will take it off. If Red reminds me, I'll take it off the screen once.
I'll definitely remind you.
Once I buy stuff from Griggs.
Okay. Upcoming boss, I
Got
think
good
Bell
iron.
Gargoyle. There are in theory 2 of them, but if everything goes alright, we should kill them one by one.
Yeah, we got the good attack.
Yeah. What you saw there was a stagger when you break the poise of an enemy. They go into the stagger animation. Then you have some time to get another attack in before they do anything.
Yeah.
Which we will use quite a bit in this run.
Yep. Right there, I just duped a bone as well.
Yeah. It's a kind of important glitch.
Yeah.
Then you can input the use of an item with a confirmation box, like the bone, like when the yes no comes up. And then you open the menu and use an item out of the menu. In this case we use the Estus because it's just the first slot in the menu you get. And you just use an Estus instead of the item, but you get the effect of the item. So that way we can keep that one homeward bone for the whole run.
Yep, so we don't have to keep like picking up homeward bones and stuff.
Yeah. You can also use it for soul items from bosses for basically infinite souls. A lot of useful applications.
So
And
we're
there
gonna...
we prompt up again for lingering train crest ring, right?
Yeah.
Which we will
So,
need
yeah.
for skip later.
We just bought a $20,000 ring where we had like $800 left. So right here we're going to do a sequence breaking glitch called Sense Gate Skip. So in this game there is actually when you're gonna fall to your death, the game gives you a death cam, a fancy little death cam, and there's one right here. But usually there's a way here to hit a death cam without hitting the actual kill box, so it won't kill you, but it'll give you the weird camera like that. And right now I have to use tank controls because I have no camera, but basically it's going to keep me in this state where it thinks I'm falling to my death, but I'm actually not. And while it's in this state, it doesn't load anything new. And right now the gate to Sen's Fortress is actually unloaded, so we could walk over there and walk straight through it. That Polo might have been a bit quick. Nope, okay, thank God.
Yeah, if he's quick enough, he can stop you from resting the bonfire, which can be annoying.
Yeah. So then you just have to do everything that I did again.
Yeah. So luckily, it's even loaded that far. Like from Sen's Fortress, just this very first room we quit out in and reload for normal controls again is loaded. And after the stairs, nothing's loaded anymore. So it's kind of lucky that just the areas
very lucky.
happen to be loaded that way.
A lot of the glitches in this game are based on just pure luck. Like a glitch coming later that I would love to explain, because just the actual sheer luck of it is amazing to me every time. I'm gonna do a little dodge. Ooh, that was nearly too late.
Yeah. So during this run through, it's just basically running through the area. I guess we can explain moveswap again, which we did for the gargoyles.
Yep.
Basically what you do in this glitch, you see Set having a bow and a rapier right now. Bow is the only weapon in the game, the bows, that you can two-hand in your left hand slot. And we abuse this with, again, abusing that the menu is kind of messed up in this game. By performing a jump usually, and queuing up left-handing the bow in this jump. But before we actually complete the roll after the jump, we will just swap out the bow with another weapon, and then we'll two-hand that weapon in your left-hand slot. Now, because bows don't have rolling, plunging, and running attacks, the game now will take for the quote-unquote bow in your left hand that you have, that isn't a bow anymore, these attack patterns from your right-hand weapon, which is the rapier in this case. That's why we use a thrusting weapon like that. Because the rapier has, as a running attack, double step forward, so we just use that double step moveset on like really heavy hitting weapons, and it gives us a ton of damage.
So in layman's terms, you get to get a big weapon like BKGS and wave it around like a little toothpick.
Yeah, sadly it doesn't take the stamina consumption of your right-hand weapon.
Yeah, I'm failing it right now actually.
Which would be even more amazing.
I'm trying to do... Okay, thumb is locking up. Excuse me.
Dang, the moves for burritos.
There we go. As you can see, it's two-handed in my left hand now, which shouldn't be possible, but the game thinks it's a bow.
It's a lot of inputs to do in a short time frame. It's also not like just spam it. If you're too fast, the menu delay will mess you up. You won't be able to do it.
So Iron Golem. Actually, you can explain it because I'm gonna actually.
Okay, yeah. Iron Golem is a scripted fight. It should be a scripted fight at least. You dodge initial attack, and then you'll just use a set pattern of movement and attacks to deal 400 damage to underneath his knees, which will stagger him again in place for quite a long time actually. And then if we do another 200 damage, it just topples over, and if we do that perpendicular to the ledge, it just falls.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a textbook fight.
Yeah, it wasn't the best RNG. He does a stomp attack, which makes it a little faster. But it made it more comfy since I didn't have to roll through the fire.
Set, just let me know. I got a couple of donos that I can read out, man.
Perfect timing right now. We got a little bit of running to do.
Perfect, man. So first of all, from Veronica Water, we have $26.96 with no comment, but thank you very much for that. And we have $11.31 from Tin Man 93, saying, "Ooh, those silky smooth tones must belong to the one and only Darmsy, our favorite host. I'm jealous Brian gets to hear them every night. Thank you to ASM for running the marathon in these tough times for a great cause. Shout out to all the runners, crew involved, and my amazing fiance Libby, in which can we get some clappers in chat. Tin Man did propose to his girlfriend on the weekend, so that's pretty sick. And Dono goes to OOT file name being Darms.
Right. Oh,
dude, congrats on the marriage, man.
Yeah, congrats. That's cool.
I'm doing fall toggles right now, so while you're falling, if you toggle and then spam B, B being roll. I don't know why. I'm assuming you know the controls. If you spam roll, it actually just cancels the landing animation altogether. I now have the stats to use the BKGS. Yep.
We'll have quite a lot of stuff actually back to back. So I'll just explain it before it happens. So first thing that's gonna happen is what we call meme rolls.
Gotta love meme rolls.
It was initially a remaster exclusive glitch, but now we also have it in the Protected Edition, which is when you're at a certain equipment load of your character, you can roll chain rolls in the air.
It's 25.000088%.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. To reach that point, you actually have to use floating numbers, equipment load, for which we need a parameter set and a specific amount of stamina to reach exactly this point between 25 and 25.0000, whatever. Very
I don't know what happened.
Setup.
Oh, I had the bow on. I'm not supposed to have the bow.
Oh, there you go.
So that's what happens when you don't set up the meme rolls properly. So what? Oh, I was supposed to keep the Drake sword. Okay, I see. I see.
Yeah, so you need a very specific setup. We didn't have it right there. We'll hopefully have it on the second try.
Okay.
What you see now actually is the running animation if you're over 25%. That's the mid-roll tier, call it that, because your roll depends on your equipment load, and there are like 2 cutoff points where the roll changes majorly.
Yeah. What I just did there was called the fall control cutout. So when you're actually using fall control, the game prioritizes saving your position before it calculates how much damage you took from the fall. So if you were going to die from a fall, you can quit out just as you hit the ground and it'll save your position, but it won't kill you. So you can basically just teleport to the ground if you have fall control.
Yeah, also very useful and fairly old glitch.
Yeah.
For some reason, the West, for us, found like 3 years after the Japanese did. Ahead of us again. Yeah.
I don't have the rapier out, and The Pagan Guardian is scaring me. I need to get the rapier back out.
So,
So I can
what we're
push
gonna
him out
do
of the
with
way.
the mirrors? Okay, hopefully we'll get there soon.
Yeah.
We'll again do a death camp glitch like a Sunscape skip. So Seth will just meme roll down on the elevator now. And then we can run through a little gate to the side of the giant blacksmith, if you know this game. Basically it's a shortcut for those who don't. Just the TLDR.
There we go.
Does it work?
So yeah, now we're in
That's-
death cam again. So I have to
Yeah.
use tank controls. And that gate that you mentioned is not loaded, so we can actually just run all the way through it.
And that's also the reason why we prompt dropped the lingering dragon crest ring earlier, which is a ring that
Yeah.
makes spell effects last longer, so fall control lasts longer now. Because this special kind of death cam, you see it from the blue trail. If you get this blue trail, that means that as soon
Gotta
as
go
fall
fast.
control runs out, you will die. So this skip is only possible with that ring, because you need those extra seconds. Otherwise, you will not reach past the gate before you die.
So I'm about to use quantity storage, which is going to allow me to buy 10 Twinkling Titanite, which I can't afford. I'm going to do that by storing the prompt like this, and then by using action queuing, like mentioned before, to dupe the golem, like that. I get that open while I'm in the menu, and since that's not really, it confuses the game, and so it doesn't, it like cancels the prompt coming up, so it just uses the last last quantity that it remembers, which was me looking at 10 arrows. So that's why I bought 10 arrows right at the start, was so I can actually buy 10 of those. So now we have a Black Knight Greatsword +5, which is going to do a good amount of damage with move swap.
Yeah.
And also we're about to use a glitch to get Red Tearstone Ring later, which will double our damage. So we basically have quad damage with a big weapon, and we're doing it quickly by the end of this run.
Yeah. Basically, we maxed like a late game weapon right off the start.
Yep.
Some ridiculous damage.
I'm going to concentrate for this fight.
Yeah, Orton Small is fairly famous, I guess. It's a double boss fight, so we're going to fight two bosses at once in the first phase. What we'll try to do is bait out Ornstein, the faster, smaller one, which will get the absolute perfect burst attack that you can give us. Nice. Our theory is that we don't get this attack, but get a charge right off the bat. And we kill him before it's mouse there, but now I guess we'll have to see some
It's going to play it
intense
safe.
display of skill.
Ow. Okay.
When you're ready, man, I got a few more donos rolling in.
Okay, after this boss fight should be a good time.
Easy, man, just yell out.
Cool. I'm gonna intentionally miss the elevator so that you have time. Wink, wink.
Genius.
So as you can see, I can just stun lock him. Not only does this output a heap of damage, it outputs a heap of poise. Since big weapons usually knock around enemies, and since I'm hitting it twice, he literally just can't do anything.
Yeah, it's like a really big amount of poise damage. Yeah, go ahead with donations.
This is the hardest shot to miss in the entire game. Big target. So now, yep, donations will be good now. I didn't equip my.
Lost our host.
Oh well. We also have plenty of time when coming up at the bird nest.
Yeah. So now we got a Lord Vessel, which lets us walk between certain bonfires. Now we don't have to walk everywhere again.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. I love online events.
There we go. Yeah.
So am I good to read them through now?
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Oh man, so $22 from Champoff saying, I had to donate to the Dark Souls run because my good friend Miko gets his birthday today. He was the one that got me into Dark Souls speedrunning, specifically the all bosses category. Good luck to the runner and hi Red.
Dang, hi.
We have $10.95 from C. Moidy saying, for the Legend of Zelda OOT incentive file name, my dude. And awesome run so far, Settbooster. Also, hey honey, this is also my girlfriend. Great job hosting. And another $10.95 from Fetty Wep saying na 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 na.
Oh my god, I know exactly who that is. I know exactly who that is.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I this is. I got a friend and he knows I hate Fetty Wep, and every time we're together he plays Fetty Wep. Alright, so we're gonna do move swap again. And wow.
Just move swapping in that corner to bait out these torturers. They do a lot of damage, so we don't want to have them gank up on us.
Yeah, classic Dark Souls. I'll go back to the start of the game, so I'll have easy enemies. Wrong. And also a boss with like the most health.
Incredibly original. Just put the tutorial boss again.
Hey, he has
this time with
sorcery.
AoE damage. Yeah. It's the exact same boss, but all his attacks have.
I'm scared of this hollow here.
Now.
He's just running around after me. Okay. I'm just playing it really safe. I should have killed him already. I can hit the tail here and run away. Okay. If he did the ranged AoE, then I was dead. But he didn't. So everything's good.
Oh, we'll stick around in this area for the peculiar doll, which we need to enter an area.
We'll kindly ask this Black Knight to step out of the way. Sir?
Very kindly.
Shove a big sword in his face.
Just a quick one. In chat, we do have Aggie reminding us that the Hawk Block is coming up, and we do have the chance to add another game to it. So just for another $93, we can add an extra game to ASM 2020. So if you don't have any incentives that you have in mind that you want your donations to go to, chuck it onto that one so we can make ASM go a little bit longer.
Hawk Block, Hawk Block, Hawk Block. What do we want? Hawk Block. When do we want it? Hopefully soon.
When do we want it? Hawk Block.
Alright, just performed another full control quit out right there. I'm gonna do it again. We're just gonna abuse the crap out of this. Whee!
So next area is the Painted World. So the bottom of this area of the rafters we went earlier, there's just a gigantic painting. You will just interact with the painting, however you want to picture that, and enter it. Because there's a boss and we want to kill all the bosses, not in the DLC.
He does, this boss does have a boss health bar, so that's why we have to kill her, even though that you can progress through the game, or this area, without even killing her.
Yeah, it's completely optional, just as the last boss we killed.
That's why we grab the peculiar doll, because it allows you to enter into this area.
Yeah. Another reason why we do this area early is the red sign soapstone, which might be confusing if you know the game. Because usually the red sign soapstone is a multiplayer item that lets you throw down a sign for other people to summon you, and then you can do an honorable duel. Yeah, but we'll obviously not use that for that.
Yeah.
We'll use it for, of course, a glitch to make life easier again.
Yeah, we're gonna basically use a glitch to turn it into Red Tearstone Ring, so we don't have to go get it. Also, right now, going to do a plunge, full control plunge. Usually we would die from that fall, but if you do a plunge while you have full control, when you finish the animation, it resets your fall height, so you can basically just do it. Also, developers just left a visible little ledge here that we can happily use. skip a really bad part of the game.
Best skill of the game. It's
Took
just
me
so,
3 years to learn how to do it.
yeah, it's surprisingly hard at first, but then you get it and you're like, how did I ever fail this?
Yeah. I found out that I was always
Um,
ow. It's always going too short. Oh, this is Monk S.
Don't apply this.
Quit out strats.
Wow.
Get itchy nose.
Or no.
Quit out
Okay,
strats. This allows us to hit Priscilla twice before she fades away, rather than once.
Oh yeah, Priscilla's quirk is that she goes invisible once you attack. She doesn't go invisible immediately because she's a nice girl and gives you the possibility to leave the painted world or fighting. But obviously, we killed her. So the lock on here.
I missed. Where did you go? Oh, there.
Wow. Unless
Okay,
streamer doesn't pay attention, then the lock on doesn't help. But the lock on
it.
keeps on her for a while after she teleports, after becoming invisible.
And,
other threats may include shooting an arrow at her before you do move so that's scary.
Yeah, that is
Too
big brain for me. I actually, I still had the catalyst equipped, so I was mid-rolling. That's why I'll need to do move swap again, because we need to not be mid-rolling for this next boss.
We'll go straight to next boss, yeah, Quinlan.
I'll be the most hated. This is the most hated boss for anyone that has a route with Gwendolyn in it. She has 3 attacks, and you can only kill him when you have with 1. So she can sit there. She, I'm not quite sure, can sit there for ages and just spam the one move that you can't do anything. And what are you doing?
It's kind of terrible, but actually nothing bad. I think there was actually recently in the Discord a discussion about kind of RNG manip on the attacks depending on the distance.
Yeah.
So if you stand at a certain distance, you have like if I remember, it's 80% chance to get the correct attack.
Okay.
But that's pretty advanced. I didn't look into it yet. So I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still rolling dice here.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna keep sprinting at her till the end of our days until he or she gives us the good attack. And we just got perfect RNG actually, because I wasn't concentrating. I was so surprised that we got the perfect RNG. I was like, no way. In a marathon, perfect RNG. Now you give me the perfect RNG.
Unfortunately, nothing you could have done.
All I had to do was go like that. Well, that's okay. It's not too much of a reset. I may as well just wait for the elevator now. Too slow. Wait, do I go the same way, or can I just run? I can run ahead now, can't I?
Yeah, it depends on the elevator.
Oh, wow, did I jump? Wow. Wow. What the hell? I'm so used to popping the soul there. Because usually every time I take that elevator, I pop a soul first, so I'm used to only waiting a couple seconds.
We got a nice and comfy estimate.
Yeah, very comfy.
Nothing to worry about.
I did just lose all my souls though, which so I'm gonna have to do some dupes.
It's like 3 dupes of Greenland soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't be too bad. 4 maybe.
I think I messed that up too. We're snowballing.
So you don't get an infinite fall loop. Okay, you don't.
Is it gonna take me off the edge?
Yeah, because there's a really fun thing in this game. So on load in, you move backwards just a slight bit. And if you follow the ledge and your back is facing the ledge basically, on your last stable position, if you quit out and load back in, you will just fall off again.
Yeah.
and again and again infinitely.
Oh no, I do have to go this way.
Which can be sad.
Yeah, but we do use it to give us one of the best glitches later.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there soon.
Hopefully, we'll get it at this rate. We'll get there next year. What are you trying? Jump attack from... That Painted Guardian just broke the world record for long jump.
Painting guardians are terrible in their own right.
They're the most broken enemies in the game by far. They can do a jumping attack, and then as they hit you, also backstab you, so they can do a jumping attack and a backstab at the same time. And
even if they attack from the front.
Yeah. Oh, see,
yeah, they can also walk on air.
What is it trying to do?
Do the correct.
They have a lot of trust in their own ability. Oopsie! What are you still trying to get me?
No, they're relentless.
Okay, so let's try this again, shall we? Watch, we'll get the worst RNG now.
Okay.
Turns out the best RNG was actually the worst RNG because it took me off guard. Should actually concentrate now instead of actually talking.
You can do
it. Here we go. This is the worst attack. This is the worst combo as well. Because that's... Oh my god. Stop it. Oh, I don't know if I can make this. Give me a third. Thank you. So that's the only move that you can stagger her with. So that's why you have to wait. Okay, we're gonna do ASM in that now, so if you want to get into that, Red.
I think negative one duplex first, right? We got a lot of stuff going on now.
Yeah, and negative dupe. I'll explain that a bit after because it sort of piggybacks off it, and I gotta do some dupes now anyway. So
alright,
we got a bit of
done. Let's
time.
go into ESM, which is Equip Slot Manipulation. It's probably the most complicated glitch in this game.
Yep. Both of these are easily, and I do them both at the same time.
Yeah. So first off, to get Equip Slot Manipulation to work, you need to overload your character. There's a weight limit for your inventory, which is at 10,000 units, which you will never reach in a normal playthrough, ever. But you, if you go over 10,000, your equipment just gets messed up again.
Yeah.
Just like all the menus are in this game. And then if you try to unequip a ring in the left ring slot, it will give you a dialogue. It's really just dialogue. It says question mark, dialogue, question mark. And depending on your actions before that, you can use that dialogue prompt to equip items in different inventory slots, equipment slots than they should be in. You can equip, I don't know, your pants on your head, your weapon, your arrow slot, your arrows in your consumable slot, whatever you want, basically. And we will use that to equip the red sign soapstone into our ring slot.
Yep, just about to do it right now.
And if you equip something into a different equipment slot where it should be in, it checks for the ID of the item. And in this case, the red sign soapstone has the same item ID as the red tearstone ring. So we get a red tearstone ring when equipping the red sign soapstone in the ring slot.
Yep. So we're slapping it in the ring slot, gives us the ring. You can see it right there. And you can also see that I somehow dropped negative 998 firebombs. And that's because of I also did a negative, and the negative dupe glitch, which piggybacks off ESM, because in ESM you have to buy 999 pikes. And if you go to buy that again, you see I sort of spammed the button to buy. That was so that I went to buy it another time. And that basically sets the the low value. And if you do the double menu like I did, you can actually drop a negative amount, which will give you an amount. It's complicated. I barely know how it works myself. I just know how to do it. Here we have a consistent knight, apparently somewhere. Where are you? What are you doing? Thank you. We got the good attack at least up, and then we die. It's okay. We're gonna spawn like right here, so.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Classic Dark
But we're
Souls.
done
You
with
like.
complicated glitches now, at least. So,
Yeah. It's impossible to explain everything that happened there, so we just did our best because we did it so quickly. Don't even need to pick up
Yeah.
these souls.
The best thing about equipment slot manipulation, it was found by a French glitch hunter, and it was brought to the English community by Captain Toino. And his first video that came out, he was like, when he explained, he was like, okay, now I'm gonna equip my pants on my head. And it was the most funny thing I've ever seen in Twitch, honestly.
Pretty much.
Just this completely serious intonation when he said that. It broke me. Brilliant. Here.
No.
Oh, yeah. That was probably not intended. Oh, I'm not sure if we should have quit out there. Is the armor still
Yep.
there? Okay. What are we meant to do?
Oh no. I was just.
So that's the problem of ESM.
Yep.
Because you overload your inventory, you cannot pick up new items that weigh something. So that's what happened there. The armor in this chest got immediately dropped on the ground. Because it just didn't fit in your inventory anymore.
Might have to go get Havel's armor later.
Yeah, maybe a best shot.
Yeah, because
It's actually fairly far out of the way.
Yeah, I know, but
Just
Nito and
do
stuff.
Nito without armor.
No, but I also have Capra Demon.
I just don't need to kill Capra Demon before the dogs even get him.
Pardon?
Whatever. Do
Just
whatever you
ruined my
want.
setup.
Next boss is Sif, also the least beloved dog in speedrunning history.
He can be quite
Just
annoying.
because Sif is can be very jumpy. More rabbit than a wolf, really. Sometimes. So depending on your luck,
Yeah, we got
you'll
pretty
get a
good.
really quick fight, or he just jumps around forever. This seems to be a quick fight. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Very nice.
So now
Nice
we're gonna
wolf there.
use those negative 999. I mean, never get what? 999 firebombs that I just got, and I'm also gonna start setting up for one of the hardest glitches in the game. So just before you saw me quit out, as I got some loot, just made a huge mistake because in there was armor that I need a bit later for setups and stuff, and I might have to spend like a couple minutes to go get some different kind of armor. Oh, because I don't even have it now. Oh no.
Well, time to roll.
I'm gonna have to, be rolling. God damn. This is Monk-ass.
Yeah. Like the butterfly, if you want to kill him melee, you have to dodge like, I don't know, 8 or 9 attacks before he actually lands to recharge. And then you can kill him melee, so you use the firebombs to kill him. Usually would have a armor protecting us from the magic spells. But well, no, we don't have armor.
No, we don't
So
have
we
any
see-
armor. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh, okay,
yeah.
never mind. Oh, she's being nice.
Yeah, it does homing slow missiles, definitely
Yeah.
one-shot you.
Alright, so we're just about to get into, in my opinion, the hardest glitch in the game, and it's I have big potential to snowball here and fail it a heap of times. It's called Blighttown Skip. It's the bane of my existence.
Yeah, so Blighttown Skip actually abuses quite a lot of stuff to make it work.
It's four glitches in one, essentially.
Yeah, so the first thing that will happen is what we call area transition clipping. Basically, the world of Dark Souls is divided into chunks of areas that are loaded separately. And the elevator we are on now is between one area and the other. We will use the fact that the last stable position will not be updated when we are on the elevator, because the elevator is unstable ground. So we use the last stable position up here and leave the elevator in a way that when we spawn in, we'll actually spawn in outside of the elevator.
Which should happen right now.
We go into the next area here without getting a stable position in the next area. This will mean that it loads our last stable position in Firelink, but it doesn't load the area yet because we are quote-unquote in the New London area. So that's what happened there. We spawn in without the ground being there, it just falls through. And can for some reason quit out. I don't know why you can't quit out there without dying. Considering you don't have fall control or anything.
It's because it's a slope. You land on a slope. So right now I'm doing a seam walk, which means I have to walk on this 1 pixel wide wall that I can't even see, which is the hard part about this glitch. And I just fell off, so that means it's pretty hard to recover. Because like there's a line you can take, which you sort of memorize.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of memorization. I never bothered with it. But yes, as said, it's 1 pixel wide. Easy to fall off. Did you hit the ground there?
Slow. No, I didn't. I'm good.
Okay.
Just gonna take it slow from here.
If you hit the ground down there, obviously you load in back on the ground.
And now we're gonna do a meme roll straight into the top of Quaylog's domain.
Get there.
And hello, Quaylag.
Oh, nice, it worked. Cool. So yeah, easy skill. It's like 50 seconds faster than walking there. Yeah. Even if you have the key and you don't have the key.
Be nice, Quaylag. Oh, we got the good attack. Had fairly decent boss RNG this run, which is quite good. Excluding the part where I got bullet of arrows in the face by Gwendolyn. Coming up next is a boss that I always forget is in the game, especially when you speedrun because you skip him almost all the time. Ceaseless Discharge, top 10 worst names of bosses of all time.
Unending Relief of Load. It's the original, the word-for-word translation of the Japanese name, if I remember correctly.
Oh my god. So we're gonna get 18 Vitality, because if he gives us a little smack in the face and I can't roll it, it'll actually leave us with like 10 HP and give us red tier Sin Ring range, which is kind of good. He's also immune to fire, so that's why we bought one throwing knife right at the beginning. And hopefully...
Just to aggro him.
Yeah. Because otherwise you gotta run around, and it's pretty item from where...
Or you pick up an armor set that's like super slow.
Yeah.
There's also an option to kill him without fighting. If you pick up the armor set and run back to the start of the arena.
Yeah.
He will try to get you, and he's just kind of...
I'll admit I did that in my first playthrough.
And you can just smack him and
guys, we got a quick question in chat saying, both of these glitches or skips possible in the current patch?
Yes.
In Prepare to Die Edition, yes. Not in Remastered.
We go Grimlocks, take it on board. Be the next speedrun to bring it on. And while I got you, man, am I right to chuck a couple of quick donos through?
No problem. Maybe just one, because we got a glitch coming up, and then after that we should be fine.
They're both real quick ones. So $5.61 from Anonymous saying I was going to sub, but there wasn't a button. I couldn't get into DS, but DS speedrun maybe. And another $3.47 from Anonymous as well. So thank you very much, guys, and keep them coming in.
Thank you for those donations. Alright, here's my favorite glitch of the entire game, just because of everything that had to come together. So Red explained earlier that when you quit out, you slowly move back every time you quit out. And you see this elevator here, it's actually a part of a different area. It's part of the Demon Ruins, and we're in Quaylag's domain. So it actually, you'll see that it loads up a little bit afterwards. So if I set up right on the edge here, it loads up afterwards, and if we keep quitting out here, we go further back and further back, we can actually clip under it. You can see it's not there for like the first half a second, and you might be thinking, but you're just gonna land and die. Well, there just happens to be a boss right under it, and what you're saying, Settbooster? Well, you can't plunge bosses. Well, it happens to be a reskin of one of the only 2 bosses you can plunge. So here we go. And it also disables his AI, so we just get a free boss fight.
Yeah. The AI trigger is tied to the area of the fog gate.
Yep.
So in theory you could run to the fog gate and activate him, but why would you do that?
Yeah. Alright, we got opportunity for a little bit of swag right here. We're gonna take this bonfire, and we're gonna do what's called a plunge roll, which will allow me to iframe the full damage. It only saves like a second, but if I do it right, if I do it wrong, it will instantly kill me. Like that. I didn't die. I got the quit out. Wait, okay. Second try at swag.
Okay, good luck.
Okay, third time's the charm, and then we'll give it up. I'm not getting the plunge animation. I did this every single time today in practice.
For some reason,
Okay,
if you
we'll give it up.
plunge an edge while you're falling, you can roll once. And if you do that roll
Try one.
before you, or while you're hitting the crown, I guess,
I did it.
just roll the fall damage. It's weird. Basically, like, rolls are your means to evade boss attacks in the game, but if you iframes,
Never give up.
and you
Follow
just
your
use these
dreams.
iframes to iframe fall damage. It's just such a weird concept, but it just
Yeah.
works.
So we're gonna
But the
use
same reason why meme rolls work.
we're gonna use
also.
lava here to get into red tier stone ring range, which will give us double damage. Try hit his little arm here. Oh, he's
We
a bit.
didn't even explain the ring yet, did we?
Didn't we?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a little close
sorry.
to the lava right now.
Red tier stone ring. Oh, I don't think we explained it. But if your health is below 20% max health,
Oh no.
you get a 50%
Sorry about my noise.
attack rating boost before resistances, which results in double the damage. Why this makes sense is basically a dumped down explanation would be you have 100 attack rating, but the boss has 50 resistance, so you deal 50 damage. Then with your tier stone ring, you get a 50% boost, so you have 150 attack rating. Boss still has 50 resistance, so you deal 100 damage instead of 50. So it doubles the damage even though it's only 50% boost.
Yep. If anyone's got
I mean,
sunglasses
that's not exactly how it
nearby,
works, but
you should probably chuck
yeah.
them on right now.
I
How's
had
that
a
getting
lower
with his maths degree for that sort of maths, guys?
Yeah.
If
All
you
I
have
know-
any more donation,
All I know is
that would be good
big
to
ring,
change
big
it.
damage.
That's the explanation we need. So no donos at the moment, but I would just like to remind everyone that we are Oz Speedruns, a group doing a speedrun marathon benefiting Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue is an organisation helping combat many mental health issues as well as the stigma attached to those issues. If you would like to help out this terrific charity, please go to donate.ozspeedruns.com or just type !donate in the chat. And if you'd like any of your donations to go to a certain incentive, you can type !incentives with an S to get a list of upcoming incentives and just mention it in your comment and we can allocate it because we need to see the Hawk block grow, guys. So still need $94 for that, so bring it on.
if I remember correctly, it's also a bid war for this game right here, right? For choosing the ending.
Yeah, choosing the
There
ending.
is indeed. So at the moment, we have a choose the ending bid war, which will be ending pretty soon. And at the moment, Linkfire is in front by about $12, I believe.
I don't think
So
I've
if
ever
you
seen
want Lee
Linkfire
to
be
jump
chosen.
in, jump in with a quick little snipe. We can see that. Or if you want to back Linkfire and bolster it a bit, then please do so. But not too long to go before that one's cut off.
Yep. Alright, so we're about to use Toki Bomb fire strats. Right now.
Toki Bomb, one of the few strats in the game, it's actually named after a runner.
Yeah.
It's a really old strat, like 2013 or something was found, or even earlier. I don't know.
It's
been
not
around
even
forever.
it's not even a glitch. It's more or less just.
Yeah, it's just a strategy to make this fight scripted. So the way this fight works is like a platform fight, just like kind of a gimmick fight. You're supposed to destroy 2 orbs left and right of the boss, and then like the floor falls apart and the boss swipes you into the broken parts. But you can just throw fire bombs from this spot here. Use the bow to aim, then you just kill the orbs from here. You skip all that part and you just run through, and then the actual boss is just like a dump bug with like 4 HP.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It actually has 4 HP, so like if you attack it like sorcerer stuff, you cannot wield. You will only do like 1 damage, and you don't one-shot it.
Pretty much. But it's
kind of memey.
With basically anything you can kill it with.
And
Alright.
like, why does it have 4 HP, another 1? Nobody knows. Yeah.
I don't think I can get through these next splits without some heavy armor. So this run's going pretty well. So I think I have time to go get some Havel's armor. Cause like it might take more time later. Like I'm spending 4 minutes now just to, avoid losing 12 minutes later. Because if you die to Nito, that's like a 4.5 minute reset.
You can take the bonfire, it's only like 2 minutes.
Yeah, true. Well, no, I gotta walk back to the Lord Vessel.
So the Nido fight, for which we need the armor here, is the problem that it's not only a boss, but also normal enemies in the fight. So what we want to do is have heavy armor with a lot of poise. So we can just ignore the attacks of little guys without getting staggered all the time. So we can just keep attacking the boss, basically, and ignore those guys.
Same thing with...
without armor, yeah, you just get stagger locked.
Yep, same thing with Capra Demon, which is what we're gonna go get next. And he's got some dogs in his fight. In his boss fight. And they will just eat you alive if you don't have any kind of armor. That painting garden is such a tryhard. Oh. Still trying. I believe I push it back this way. Now I'm gonna have to avoid all these painting guardians. I'm just going back the normal way, basically. Oh, there's no enemies. There's... what? Oh, there's... Ooh. Can't say I've ever seen that. But I believe the Silver Knight archers are still here, aren't they?
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah. 2 of the most annoying enemies in the game. Why make it easier?
Yeah, Silver Knight archers are kind of famous. I guess a lot of people struggle with them.
I feel like out of all the people that quit Dark Souls, I feel like the greatest percentage of them quit here. Either here or ONS.
I mean, the actual credit percentage probably quit immediately in Asylum.
Yeah.
But yeah, from the people who made it past there, probably like, oh, I'm getting woken up. And it's my usual hour, sorry. I'm usually not
Morning,
awake.
Red, how are you?
Yeah. Because I'm actually not a journey right now in Canada, so it's like pretty early in the morning here.
Just so you know, if your phone goes off during stream, that means you have to donate to the charity.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
It's all good, man. Like €1 is like $1 million Australian dollar do, so.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
How much is it in Canadian dollar?
Brad, which one is the armor? I don't remember.
The left side just.
Okay.
I think. No, right, the right side just. Left side strength too. Yeah, right side just. You can do the swag double pickup. Where you pick up all armor pieces at once.
Yeah, show off speedrun strats. save one whole pickup animation. Oh, oh. Okay, I hope I don't need to come back here. Okay. So that was...
Just a couple of things. I have had confirmation from a fellow host, Crazy Jesse, that it is the rules, Red, so do what you need to. And Aggie has said it's closer to $3 million he does, the exchange rate, so you're good.
Okay. That's fair.
I can do.
Okay, we're gonna set this bonfire because we're gonna need to walk back to it. Now we get back to the speed run. Now we actually have our armor. Oh, missed. Okay, hang on. I just did move swap and then I got myself out of it. Okay, I just did it again because the menu delay. I'm trying to get into my menu. Wow. This is my first playthrough, guys. I just did it 3 times in a row, and now I can't do it anymore.
It's alright, I reckon your first playthrough will still beat mine by about 45 hours, man,
Okay.
so...
I'm not sure at this point. What? I just can't do move swap now. The move swap glitch is one of those things.
I'm still filling out a donation thingy here.
Move swap is one of those glitches where once you start thinking about it, like you lose the muscle memory and then you start being bad at it. There we go. So I'm gonna place Hatvel's armor on here just so I can select it. And now we get back to the speed run.
Finally.
I'm just quickly set with you having to go out of your way to get that armor. When did you want us to cut off the bid war? Still on track for your estimate time, or?
Oh yeah. I should still be pretty well, depending on how these next splits go. But
Right, cool. So you've got about 15 minutes or so before we cut that ending incentive off. So get some donos in.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna have to kill all these guys now.
Okay, I'll have to donate later. I don't know my credit card number by heart. Alright.
Just making it comfy.
Yeah, it looks very comfy.
Can I chuck in another dono
Oh my
here, man?
god. I have to take something off.
Oh, sorry?
Yeah.
Am I right to chuck a dono in here?
Oh.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Okay, cool. So we got $53.65 from Fetty Wap saying, do it, Red. Also, this goes to the Hawk. So let's go. Only about $40 away from meeting the Tony Hawk's Underground 2 incentive.
I'm just being super safe here because I don't know the strats with this armor. And it's making me a lot slower than I usually am. Alright, so here's Capra Demon. We're gonna do a little delete of him. We're gonna quit out as soon as we get the key, and that's actually gonna spawn us back. Alright, so there's Capra Demon done. And once I get past this little bit here, all the Manga S parts are pretty much done. Like, all I gotta do is do a simple little jump, and this jump should give me some fall damage, which will put me in the red Tearstone ring range. You can tell I'm in red Tearstone ring range when I start glowing red.
Also, the little icon underneath the star number.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
Oh, right, we
There is
didn't
a
touch
dog
actually
following.
on one little movement thingy here. Oh, which is blocking while running. So the reason why that sometimes does that is that
Oh, we never
the
explained
roll, yeah, the roll button is also the jump button in this game for some reason. So if you're running and you it's also the run button actually.
Yeah, it's
everything.
everything.
So if you run and you press that button, you'll jump unless you block. Like if you're blocking your shield or
Yeah.
big ass
If you're
sword,
blocking, you can.
you roll instead. So that's just for a more
I need
character
Capra.
control.
not Capra. What's his name? Gaping Dragon. I need Gaping Dragon to drop down immediately. It's through Monk S. There we go, just like this. And we tack his little snake head. And he's... There we go. Oops.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
The gaming is actually pretty tanky when you, like, you're supposed to fight him, but it's not tanky for a maxed weapon.
Yep. So my red tier ring setup
range.
for this weapon, for this boss fight, is actually using stone armor, but this armor that I have now is a little heavier, so I'm hoping that it will go well at least. We'll see. If not, we can improvise.
Oh yeah, Four Kings is a very interesting fight.
Yeah.
A very interesting arena design.
The person that had to design that arena fell asleep that day. Is that gonna kill us? No. Okay. So we're actually gonna have to hopefully do a jump here, and maybe that'll get us in the red tier ring range. Nope.
Rift on maybe.
Okay, we're gonna have to aggro a little enemy here. So this is the backup for the backup for the backup. And, he's just gonna do a little damage on us. Tiny, tiny bits. You can do it, buddy. Oh, one more. I believe in you. There we go.
We
Okay.
didn't have to block that.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure, extra. I'm getting flashbacks of my Calamity Ring setups.
Those are legendary. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Yeah,
do more full
so
control quitouts here.
Oh yeah, seal skip. The usual way into the arena is actually very impractical. Because you just land far away from the spawn point of the boss.
Yeah.
The rift is out of bounds threat here. We just Pokemon crit out down to this out of bounds area. And then drop in to the arena from the side.
Yeah.
Remember to put on the ring.
As long as you get in the arena, you're like you don't take any fall damage. Like that's how the arena is scripted, because you usually drop in from so high anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drop something so that I can show me.
Have the ring on? Do you have the ring?
Do I? No, I don't. I knew there was something I had to do. I knew there was something.
Told you.
Well, I had already dropped down. So yeah, this ring here, traverse the abyss, probably need it.
Yeah, just a showcase of what
Yeah.
happens. You don't have the ring on.
Yeah, just
can actually survive
I
that
make
if you
the
have full
mistake so
control
you
for
guys
some
don't
reason.
have to.
If you drop the ring but a control, you
Yeah.
kind of die but don't. It's really strange.
Yeah, it is really weird.
Yeah, it was not supposed to happen. Well, we got time, right? Just keeping the schedule on
Yeah.
track.
No, we're pretty good. We're comfy.
Yeah, we
One,
got another
2, 3,
20 minutes.
4.
easy.
Because we've seen this before, am I right to get a quick dono in?
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Cool, man. So we have $13.08 from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. You're very generous. Some of our top donos are from Anonymous, so thank you for all the money. And the message just says supporting our Aussie speedrunners. So I think we can all get behind that. Thank you very much.
Whoop, whoop. What? Oh, I unequipped the catalyst, but I need to cast full control here. Just to do the seal skip again. You guys didn't get a good look at the seal skip the first time, so I thought I'd like purposely die. Just to give you guys another good look at it.
You're a real MVP set. Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
All good, man, all good. See, there you go, right there. That's how you do it. So the Four Kings boss fight, there's 5 kings technically. There's the kings that you hit, and then there's one king that's out of bounds that is actually like the one that has the health bar. And we only end up killing 2 kings because we can attack the hitbox of the king as they are dying, which we can still deal damage to the main boss fight. Have the ring on? Yep. Alright. I'm gonna drop this
Good.
item and then I'll do some concentrating. So the first king should be over here. Oh, I'm a little off. Yep, so I got, you see I got an extra 2 hits on him as he was dying, so now the health bar is well below half. This guy actually spawns facing away from us, so we get a free hit, so all we need to do is dodge 1 hit. I dropped the item so that I know whether this guy is going to spawn. Gonna play it safe. There we go, there's 4/2 kings.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant when saying that the position of the out of bounds dropping is so much better than the normal.
Very important
It's
here
just
to say
drop where
yes.
second spawns. It's just easy to go.
Yep. If I say no to that guy, it runs over. I can't do anything.
Well, I mean, you can see.
Oh yeah, ring the bells, but how long will that take? Alright, so we're gonna go to see the scalers now.
Yeah. So setting Lord Vessel. No, okay.
Pardon?
Setting Lord Vessel dispels the golden gates across Lord Run.
Yep.
We can get past the golden gate on the way to Bed of Chaos with the plunge on Fire Statue we did.
Yep.
So we got past the gate there. The other gates, you can get around the Thief Gate as well. It just takes a while.
Yeah, it's
just,
slower than
faster,
just doing it now.
set Lord Vessel. And there's no known way to get around the golden gate in front of Nito, so we really need to set it.
Please saw me
Thank
die
you very
to
much,
4
Red,
kings.
for the $10.95 dono that just says bruh. For your phone going off during the stream. So thank you very much for that, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Get robbed by the Australian community.
Yeah, just pressure me into paying money. I came here to, provide entertainment, but I had to pay for
Monk-ass.
Yeah, don't die.
Did you want that to go to an incentive, by the way, Red?
Oh, I don't know. Put it towards an incentive if you want.
Hawk block.
Like the
Hawk
plot,
block,
alright.
hawk block.
Alright, put it towards that.
Yes. Getting so close, guys.
Hawk block. When is the hawk block?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. Got the day off. Gonna dupe some more souls here just because I have time to. Give us some more comfiness for later.
Oh, it's tomorrow morning, man. So, where does it start? 9:10 tomorrow morning, right through until about 11:30.
What are these hollows?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Tricked. Just don't die or something, or you did die.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
That's alright.
You're really making sure.
Here, guys.
Yeah, we got plenty of time now.
Cool. So $11.31 from our man Zoomy G, saying 1,500 smackers. Let's go.
Yeah. Smackaroos. What's the timer at right now?
112, man.
112. Okay.
13 minutes should be about correct. You're doing everything to get on the dot of destiny. Appreciate the effort.
As long, yeah. If I mess up one more time, we might go over. Which seems about right. I did like 11 or 12 practice runs and never went over, but now on the actual day. Look, man, Dark Souls it's a slightly hard game.
It's like the bane of every Dark Souls runner. If the run goes well, it looks super easy. But there's so much that can just go wrong.
Yeah.
Even if the run goes well.
There's so many 1% memes that actually getting a 1% meme is not uncommon. It's just a bunch of different ones. It's okay, we get to dupe more souls and make the rest of the run more comfy. Gonna quit out here to reset the aggro of those guys. Alright, maybe not get hit by everything this time.
The rest of the room is actually fairly straightforward. Not a lot
Yeah.
happening anymore besides running from most boss. Besides Duke Skip coming up.
Yeah.
Because usually you're supposed to encounter Thief in his little room up in the archives and die, and then you get to a prison area and you have to escape the prison area and find him in the crystal caves again and kill him there. But that's super slow. Luckily there is a way to skip all of them. It's fairly tricky actually, kind of tricky platforming.
Yeah, it is.
You don't need to...
It's tricky to learn, but it is pretty consistent once you know what to do.
Yeah, and it saves a lot of time, like several minutes more compared to doing the whole prison segment. So it's actually fairly straightforward, really. You send the elevator down, you drop onto the railing, and from the railing you just drop to an area you usually cannot get to from this point of the run.
Yeah, just like that. I made it look a bit easy, but it's
There you go.
it's a bit
It's
bit
fairly
tricky.
precise, yeah. And the roll timings for the second roll timing is fairly tricky to get correct. Definitely can sink a lot of hours into practicing that.
Nice ladder jump.
Oh.
So we've talked about the hardest glitches. The hardest actual normal thing to do in the game is to get this lever. Oh, second try will do.
How far off are we from your incentive closing set?
Incentive, I mean, yeah, anywhere in the next couple minutes should be fine.
Man, so we've only got a couple of minutes left if you want to choose the ending for this game, guys. So get a quick dono in. I'll smack it in the spreadsheet. So if you want to snipe leave, you need about $12 to do so. So get your donos in quick.
Cool. There's actually a skip here, but since we're already almost out of time, I'm just gonna go the super safe way, which adds about 15 seconds.
Dang. The one thing I contributed to this game, just skip it.
Yep.
Can't believe.
That's okay. That's alright. Even though in practice I haven't
believe.
died. Look, man. I'm not gonna give this game any more.
RTA-wise, probably not that much of a difference, honestly.
Oh yeah, true, because it's cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably saves like
you can,
5 seconds. Maybe 7.
You can go over the front of the crystal up in the air and do a fall control cutout by jumping over the kill box. You still get a death cam though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you mess it up, you don't jump over the kill box, you jump into the kill box and you die.
Gotta do some weird pathing here to ensure that no clams get into our boss fight.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's actually really cool because the jump over the crystal can also work without fall control if you do it correctly. It's super hard, but it's possible. Saves a lot of time and 90% no longer of category.
Yeah. So Seth spent his entire life making that crystal. We just throw a little lousy firebomb at it and then just start attacking his beer belly.
Yeah, the crystal's basically what made him like immortal in the lore, which in gameplay means you can't damage him as long as the crystal's alive.
Yeah.
And then you just hit his core, which deals extra damage to him.
Yep. So we're gonna get 32 strength to save a hit, and just as much vitality as we can. So now we have 3 bosses left. Well, I'd say like 2.2 bosses left. This next boss is supposed to be, like, I guess it was intended to be one of the first bosses you encounter, but nobody. Yeah. The area that is the area that's before Pinwheel is so hard. Everyone usually leaves it to like right at the end of the game, or at least in casual playthrough. We're gonna basically skip it. But...
Yeah. I guess it was supposed to be like, okay, you take on the challenge to go through the area to the boss, but then you're like rewarded with the right of kindling
Yeah.
Which, like, we have these Estus Plus to heal, and you've usually 5 or 10 if you like Reset Firelink. With the Rite of Kindling, you can get up to 20 at once. So if you want, a lot of Estus to heal, you can go through this fairly hard area for casual players to get this Rite of Kindling. But I mean, no one ever does that because just doing the whole game with 10 this is so much easier than going here early through this area. Unless, I guess, you know how to go through this area. Then it's fairly straightforward.
Oops. Did that a little too early. He might hit me. No. We're going to do a full control quit out just to basically skip the entire catacombs area. But
why don't you plunge?
Nah, man.
Just to let you know, by the way, guys, Zumi put his dono to get us over 1,500 towards Leave. So Leave is now in front by a whopping 26 cents.
Oh.
And we also have a $4.20 donation from Renowned Outlaw saying, just came across the stream, loving the Dark Souls content. Here's to crushing anxiety and depression. And yeah.
Welcome to my life.
Wow.
At least when playing this game. I don't know. This run's, it hasn't been the best run, but I'm having fun.
A marathon luck, man. It happens.
We're gonna give him a roll attack.
The marathons,
back step. Oh, that didn't kill him. What the? That's never happened before, but
hey,
no worries.
I was waiting to hear that.
Oh, you knocked him over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I've never seen that. Alright, to be super
Settbooster, did you know if you open the the menu before this pop-up comes, you can get the letter immediately without waiting?
Really? I thought you just spammed A and then prayed.
No. Which it can also work, but it's like frame perfect.
Oh, okay. That's why I can get it like 10% of the time. And then not the other 90. Alright, so Tomb of Giants is pretty scary area in terms of casual playthrough, but as a speedrunner, you basically can do it with your eyes closed, so you don't need light.
Yeah. Like casual play, obviously don't just randomly jump off ledges into the dark.
Yeah.
Not at all. As a speedrunner, you know the layout, so you can do it and know where you get to.
Going to be doing a slope jump here, which we use the slope to give us a little boost. Gonna S this just for safety. Oh, got a stored roll there. And we're gonna S this even more
stored
for
rolls.
safety.
Very nice mechanic.
Yeah.
If you fall a certain height, yeah, you want to spam roll to immediately roll out of the fall and keep going. And sometimes it just doesn't work. I think it's also tied to your computer performance, how often it happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can just randomly happen, and in certain routes it can just kill you on the spot when there are a lot of enemies on the ground waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool mechanic.
If you get it during Blighttown Skip, it basically automatically fails Blighttown Skip for you. And if you get it as you drop down into Stray Demon, you'll die if he does a certain attack. Okay.
I wonder where is it void dying? It's hard.
I need to check if okay, so I can't actually, if I take the helmet off. If I take the helmet off, I can do, because this is heavier in armor than I'm used to. Okay.
Oh my god, fat rolling.
Are you ready to cut this incentive off?
Yep. Yeah, we're just about to head to the final area after this boss, so.
And so we will cut it off here. Yep. And with a last-minute anti-snipe from an anti-snipe bot, giving $16.65, saying anti-snipe protection activated, we will be linking fire.
Nice. Means we'll have to do not fast strats. But it's only like 7 seconds slower.
It's okay. We're just extending the marathon and giving people more opportunity to give money to Beyond Blue. So I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Extending marathon by 7 seconds for charity seems pretty worth it.
Hashtag worth.
So, right at the start of that fight, I got pretty bad RNG because I need Nito to move close to me, but he doesn't move close to me when he does a scream attack, and he did it, I think, 4 times in a row. But I'm just playing it super safe. And it's really easy to burn out early on Nito. So playing that safe as well. Alright, we have one boss left, which is the Almighty Gwyn. We're going to offer the souls to the Lord Vessel. And walk down to the final boss area.
Do you do move swap or parry?
I'll do move swap. I do parry, but I would do parry if we were doing the leave incentive. But since we have to take the bonfire...
Yeah, sure. Makes sense. Okay. So move swap is a fairly nice strat actually.
Wait, hang on.
Just it's super smart.
Everyone has to donate $1 if I Goomba stomp this guy. Okay, there we go. Everyone in chat has to donate $1 now.
Not sure if that how it works.
No, everyone agreed. I got the Goomba stomp. Did a 3-hole damage to the Black Knight. Okay, continue.
I think it's the Black Knights can also Goomba stomp you. And it was actually Sansa 84 lost run to that.
Oh really?
Yeah, he had a Red Keystone ring set up so low that the 3 damage of the Black Knight falling onto him killed him.
Oh.
Yeah, and at that point he was like, I think 2 minutes out of his PB. Yeah, it was rip.
So this Gwyn is a very aggressive boss. And so we're just gonna basically have to stun lock him, and that's the easiest way to beat him. So as long as we can get a hit on him to start with, we can just keep on hitting him and he won't be able to do a thing. He can sometimes get in a little quick attack. Can he jump?
He can't jump. Yeah.
Okay. Watch this.
And, usually it doesn't.
I'm gonna run here.
It's a marathon, so we probably will.
Little... Yeah, true. There we go. Do that. Stand behind him. Backstep. Hit him. Run behind him. Backstep. Get him. He can do a really quick attack that can hit me. But no, we're good. So, just double checking, we're linking the fire. Is that correct? Oh, he's not even here. I'm pretty sure we are, right? Oh, time right now, I forgot to say. Time. There we go.
Smooth. Oh,
yeah.
1 minute over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 1 minute 19 in-game time, which is 19 minutes over the world record, which I currently hold, which is 59:32. Which ain't too bad. I'd like to make a shout out to Red. Hey, thanks, man. Oop, that's
Absolutely, or any shout out you need to do, man.
Yeah,
go right
shout
ahead.
out to Red. Thank you very much for waking up early and doing this run with me.
You're welcome.
And explaining some of the stuff, because that would have been really hard and tiring on my voice. Thank you to the Speed Souls community. If you like this run and you feel like you would want to learn, go to speedsouls.com. It's a really good website with some really good people working on it. And also the Discord. Discord has a help channel, which you can spam all day, and just like me. Thanks to Catalyst for telling me to just watch VODs to every question that I put in the help channel. And that's about it. All right, who we have up next? I don't have the.
Next up, we have Dust Force FX, run by SRL Grace. So should be nice and comfy. And then for a big old night of JRPG.
Hell yeah, I am keen. Got some coffee ready.
Thank you very much, Seth. Thanks, Red. Appreciate your time, man.
Thank you very much for this.